What up? It's your boy T-Bone Reaction. Today's Wrestle Wednesday is a special SummerSlam edition of Wrestle Wednesday. Everyone check out some Nathan Connor wrestling as well too. With his infamous wrestling fan come out of Coma series as well too. We're gonna do 2-1 as these two are involved in this same match as well too. One I've been trying to do but I haven't got found time, but this is the newest one we're gonna do first. This is CM Punk fans wake up from a 10-year coma. Let's get CM Punk is in the match against Drew McIntyre and special guest referee is Seth Rollins, which we're gonna do afterwards. The Seth Rollins one is the one I've been trying to do for a minute, but without further ado, let's check out CM Punk fans wake up from a 10-year coma. Let's get it.
Look in my eyes. What do you see? Someone who's been in a 10-year coma. How you doing, mate? Not good, mate. I was watching Royal Rumble 2014, then all of a sudden, I woke up. Yes, 2024 now, and a lot has changed. CM Punk was in the Royal Rumble, weren't he? Did he win? Nope, he got eliminated by Kane and then got chokeslammed through an announce table. Damn. So who did he wrestle at Mania? No one. He left. Haha, yeah, like 2011, yeah? Left, came back like a week later. No, CM Punk's gone.
Gone for good.
Left the WWE. What the... Why? Well, we did hear his theme song, Cult of Personality, a few weeks later in Chicago, but Paul Heyman came out. Obviously, lots of boos. This is unreal. WWE removed CM Punk from the active roster, and CM Punk said he would never return to wrestling. My favourite wrestler gone. Well, what did he do next? Well, we did an interview with Colt Cabana saying that he was suspended for 2 months after walking out on the WWE, then got fired on his wedding day. On his wedding day? What sort of rubbish is that? And then that was that. He said he'd never return to the WWE. I'm gutted. I'm a WWE fan and I'll never get to see CM Punk in a WWE ring again. Gutted, man. He had many injuries, including this fatty lump on his back that the doctors said could have actually killed him. Why else was he upset? He never got to main event of WrestleMania. He got paid less than 3 other wrestlers at WrestleMania 29. They had no longer term plans for anyone other than John Cena, and creatively, it weren't going well for CM Punk. He had no passion for wrestling. Yeah, it sounds like he's had enough. He lost all of his passion, didn't he? We've seen people come back before, but don't look like it this time. Vince McMahon did go on the Steve Austin podcast and apologise to CM Punk, saying that he was open to working with him again. Bret Hart, Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, we've seen him all come back. Hulk Hogan's a twat, but anyways, back on track.
You got that right.
CM Punk refused the apology, and that was that. All right, he must have done some movies or something. Well, actually, he appeared at a few indie shows. Now, it was in disguise, and it's not been confirmed that it was CM Punk, but us wrestling fans, you know, we do digging, don't we? So, we kind of knew it was. So he's still wrestling. Well, as I said, it wasn't confirmed, but maybe. There's still a chance. I have to believe. I have to believe. He did come back to the WWE in 2019. What? Well, not the WWE. It was a show called WWE Backstage on Fox Sports 1. So his contract was actually with Fox, not the WWE. He must still love the wrestling business then. We all hate wrestling at times. Booking decisions, all of that stuff. But it will never be stronger than the love we have for it. True. Then we had a pandemic, COVID-19, masks, lockdown, 28 days later sort of stuff. And WWE Backstage was cancelled. So that was it. Well, in 2019, a new company was started called
I guess he's going to skip his MMA run. It's definitely forgettable.
AEW, All Elite Wrestling. It was kind of like WCW. Okay. CM Punk came back in 2021 to wrestle. Yep, for AEW in Chicago. Now, let me tell you about the pop. It was insane. He's back, but not in the WWE. Man, I'm still gutted. He became the AEW champion, then he had to relinquish it because he got injured, but then he came back, won the title, and it all kicked off after that. Kicked off? At a media scrum, he accused Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks of leaking rumors to the wrestling media, aka Dave Meltzer and all them. Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. I've heard of them, but I'm not familiar. Yeah, catch it up on YouTube. Anyway, there was a big altercation between the EVPs, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and CM Punk. CM Punk's dog Larry got kicked. I mean, it went off, mate. Then CM Punk left. He left. Injury, and they were all suspended as well. Well, did he come back? He did 9 months later, but in 2023, CM Punk did come back to AEW, and at All In, an AEW pay-per-view, which was held at Wembley Stadium, it all kicked off. Oh my days, what now? CM Punk refused Jack Perry, a wrestler, to use real glass on Collision, which was an AEW show, which CM Punk was kind of in charge of. They got into an altercation at Wembley backstage after Perry made a comment during his match. Wow, wow, wow. CM Punk's contract was terminated, and the owner of AEW, Tony Khan, he said that he feared for his life. He was very scared. Was it that bad? No, of course he was chatting rubbish. Because we saw the footage on AEW Dynamite. For some reason, they showed it, and that was that. Well, hopefully he goes into the Hall of Fame one day. He deserves it. Well, Survivor Series 2023, Chicago. Survivor Series, like WWE Survivor Series, yeah? Not no AEW thing. Yeah. And at the end of a War Games match, Cult of Personality blares through the sound system. No way. Paul Heyman again. Vince McMahon is trouble, you know. Nope. CM Punk is back.
Yeah.
And Vince McMahon is
It's
gone.
gone.
Yes! About time! And Vince gone! Triple H is in charge now, and when CM Punk's theme hit, I've never heard anything like it. It was mad, man. I want to cry. I want to cry. He wrestled in the Royal Rumble 2024, and the final two were CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Huh? What's Cody Rhodes doing in the final two? He left, joined AEW, came back, became a big star, and won the WWE Championship. What? Look at my other Coma videos. Anyway, CM Punk is currently in a feud of the year with Drew McIntyre. There's nothing else like it in wrestling at the moment. It's amazing. Wrestling is a mad world, and I bloody love it. And he's making his singles debut, well, return debut, against Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam with Seth freaking Rollins as a special referee. I'll be watching that, man, but I've got so much catching up to do. Yeah, start with this one here, bro.
Yep.
See how Seth Rollins went from heights of the century to where he is right now. I'm on it, bro.
Alright, we're going to do that. So, yeah, there we go. So now it goes like Seth Rollins from fans wake up from a 9-year coma. Let's get it.
Yo! What happened? Yo, you're finally awake after 9 long years. How's it going, man? Last thing I remember, it was 2015, I think. WrestleMania 31. It was Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins, I think, lost. Yes, with that crazy RKO. Yes, that was it. Never seen a reversal like that. Curb stomp into an RKO. Madness. I also remember that Seth Rollins was Money in the Bank, wasn't he? And it was going to run out in a few months, so he must have cashed in soon, right? Well, something big happened. So you know the main event of WrestleMania was Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Yeah, and I still can't believe they had Roman Reigns main event WrestleMania after getting booed out the building at Royal Rumble. Well, during that match, music hit. Okay, whose music? Seth Rollins. No way. He came running down with his Money in the Bank, slid into the ring. Lillian Garcia announced that he was cashing in his Money in the Bank in the main event of bloody WrestleMania. Yes. What a pinel, mate. Can't believe it. So he kicked Roman Reigns out the ring, waited for Lesnar to get into position for the curb stomp, delivered the curb stomp, went for another, but Lesnar got him into an F5. It's not happening, is it? It's not happening. He had Seth Rollins up in the F5, but Roman Reigns came back in the ring, speared Lesnar, and then Seth Rollins curb stomped Roman Reigns. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What? Seth Rollins is the new WWE champion. Heist of the century. Oh my word. How did I miss the best moment in wrestling history? Honestly. And how did I get into this coma? I'll tell you at the end. So after WrestleMania, Seth Rollins had a solid year. Solid year, yeah, but how long before he gets beaten by John Cena? Well, he defeated Randy Orton in a steel cage match with Kane as the special guest referee. And then at Payback, he successfully defended his title in a fatal 4-way against Orton, Reigns, and Mox. I know Orton, I know Reigns, obviously, but who's Mox?
Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose. Damn, the Shield all against each other in the same match. Good old days, man. Good old Shield days. Indeed, then beat Dean Ambrose twice. First at Elimination Chamber by disqualifying himself, then at Money in the Bank in a ladder match. Oh, and then John Cena. Yeah, that guy. Well, he does fight John Cena, but before that, he beats Brock Lesnar. How the hell does Seth Rollins beat Brock Lesnar? He's a bloody beast. Undertaker interferes, renews that rivalry after the streak ends and all that, you know. Oh, thank God. Then Cena. Super Cena. It was Seth Rollins versus John Cena at SummerSlam 2015 for the WWE Championship and the United States Championship, which John Cena won at WrestleMania, but you missed that match because you fell into a coma a bit earlier. Okay, so it was title for title, like winner takes all. Yeah, and Jon Stewart interferes, hits Cena
reminded
with a
about
chair,
that in that video.
and then Rollins pins him 1, 2, 3. He's the new champion. WWE champion and United States champion. Has anyone else ever done that? No one has ever held the WWE Championship and the United States Championship at the same time.
No.
Hey, it might be a bold claim, but I'm just saying, that's why he might be the greatest. But he lost the United States title against John Cena a month later. Obviously, like, that was obviously gonna happen, innit? And he fought again later that night. This was at Night of Champions, by the way, against Sting for the WWE Championship, and he beat him. Things I thought I would never see. Sting versus Seth Rollins. You didn't see it. But as I said before, Seth Rollins won. Sting was unfortunately injured. He had to retire, but then came out of retirement a few years later to debut for AEW. What the hell is an AEW? Bro, you missed so much. It's a new promotion, quite similar to WCW. A new promotion similar to the WCW. Okay, so WWE has competition now. Well, in a way, but more about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
The end was coming for Seth Rollins. Bruv, what do you mean the end? Well, at a WWE live event in Dublin, Ireland, he tore his ACL, MCL, and medial meniscus. Jesus wept. Oh my days. That career over. He was gone, mate. Damn. Well, at least he still won the WWE Championship before he retired, but Still sad though, man. So young. He was gone before returning at Extreme Rules in 2016 and giving a pedigree to the new WWE champion Roman Reigns. Pah, bruv, you had me in the first half. And a pedigree? And that will matter a little bit later. But Seth Rollins became a 2-time WWE champion at Money in the Bank, beating Roman Reigns. Bloody getting. That's why he's the architect, you know. Yeah, Shane McMahon actually scheduled that match. Shane Bloody Mac is back. Yeah. But Seth Rollins' reign, no pun intended, lasted only about 5 minutes, if that. How the hell can it last 5 minutes? Dean Ambrose won Money in the Bank earlier that night and cashed in to become the new WWE champion.
That was the night the night of the Shield that night, y'all.
So let me get this straight. All 3 Shield members were WWE champions in the same night. Yes,
y'all.
we did. Then we had a brand split. First one in a long time, right? Seth Rollins was drafted to Raw, and then we had a triple threat match. It was Rollins versus Reigns versus Ambrose. This was for the WWE Championship, but Seth Rollins lost and wouldn't compete for it again in the foreseeable future. Why? Please tell me he didn't get injured again. It was exclusive for SmackDown, but they created a new world title for Raw. It was called the Universal Championship, and the first champion was either going to be Seth Rollins or Finn Balor at SummerSlam. Who was it? Finn Balor. Damn it. But Balor had to relinquish the title due to injury on the next night. So we had the fatal 4-way elimination match to crown a new champion. It's crazy. Big Cass, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Kevin Owens. Surely it's his time again now. Nope. Triple H interfered, gave Seth Rollins a pedigree, and made Kevin Owens the new Universal Champion. Damn, Triple H attacked Seth Rollins. Why? Rollins basically turned face and went on to face Kevin Owens at Clash of Champions and Hell in a Cell, but lost both times due to interference from Chris Jericho. Y2J. Yeah, him and Kevin Owens were creating magic in 2016. My absolute favourite growing up, honestly. Then at Survivor Series, we saw Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. Rollins, Reigns, Jericho, Owens, and Braun Strowman, but they lost against Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, Dean Ambrose, Shane McMahon, and AJ Styles. Oh, AJ Styles is in the WWE now. That is madness. Bruv, come on, tell me what happened with Triple H. I can't believe this. Oh, yes, so Seth Rollins showed up at NXT San Antonio in January 2017 to confront Triple H, but
this show gonna take
there's no answer.
This show gonna take it away. I'm taking this bitch over. I still love that moment to this day.
So we must have got a WrestleMania match that year, yeah? We did at WrestleMania 33. It was a non-sanctioned match, Seth Rollins versus Triple H. That year, we also got Seth Rollins' new theme song. Well, it was the same, but added in Burn It Down. And the rest of 2017 was basically used to build up Seth Rollins again and eventually come to a Shield reunion. Nah, bro, for real? Rollins and Ambrose, who obviously hated each other previously, won the tag titles at SummerSlam against Cesaro and Sheamus. Yeah, but it's not the Shield though, is it? It's 2 members. It was now because Roman Reigns joined them and they were due to have a 5-on-3 match at TLC, but Roman Reigns was replaced by Kurt Angle. Like, my head is about to blow off in a minute. Kurt Angle in the Shield, and Kurt Angle's back in WWE as well. I mean, what happened to Roman Reigns? It was an illness. They eventually lost the titles, and Dean Ambrose was sidelined for around 9 months due to a torn bicep. No more Shield. Okay, so let's just get a little bit straight right now. What year are we in now? We're going into 2018 now, and at WrestleMania 34, Rollins won the Intercontinental title for the first time ever against The Miz and Finn Balor. He became a Triple Crown champion and a Grand Slam champion. He's getting into that greatest of all time territory. Well, that is overused, but we are going into a period where he was seen as one of the best wrestlers in the world. Who did he fight? He had some of the best matches of his career this year against Dolph Ziggler, but would lose the title against him thanks to Drew McIntyre. But he would regain it with the help of a returning Dean Ambrose, and we all got what we wanted. The Shield reunion again. Bloody good. About time. Roman Reigns was Universal Champion at the time, and Seth and Dean prevented Braun Strowman from cashing in his Money in the Bank on him. So the Shield was back. But then a few weeks later, Dean Ambrose did walk out on them. Why would he walk out on the Shield? Well, fast forward to October now, and Roman Reigns announces that his leukemia had returned and he had to leave. Well, mate, I know, man. Just puts life into perspective. Like, every week we cheer and boo. You know, we watch this TV show, we moan about booking decisions, but really, it's just a TV show.
Nice.
Life and family is so much more important. Very true, but you know what? Roman Reigns was okay. His cancer was put into remission. Do you know what? That's all I needed to hear.
No, because I'm about to hear it.
The same night he made the announcement, Rollins and Ambrose won the tag team titles, and then Dean Ambrose turned on Seth Rollins. Oh my God, they did that? Nah. Yeah, and then Rollins lost the title to Ambrose at TLC. These years are absolute madness. Seth Rollins won Royal Rumble 2019 and challenged Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 35, but before that, We got another reformation of the Shield.
Yep.
The Shield reforming again? And then at WrestleMania, Rollins beat Lesnar to become the Universal Champion. But this year, fans started turning on Seth. Why were they turning on him? Well, he had some decent matches that year. Even tag teaming with Becky Lynch, who he's married to and's got a kid with. Rollins.
Yeah, you know how I feel about that, right? Like, you know, especially at babyface, the fans turn on him because of babyface like that. You know, that irks my soul right there to this day.
And Lynch. That Money in the Bank. Lesnar won the Money in the Bank and cashed in on Seth Rollins, but at SummerSlam, Seth Rollins won the Universal title back. Crowd turned when it was Seth Rollins versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt at Hell in a Cell. Now, the lights were all red. It was a Hell in a Cell match, and the ref stopped it. Referee stoppage for what? Well, the Fiend was buried under hammers and everything else, and obviously he's a monster, you know, but the crowd didn't like it. They were booing and cheering for AEW. Oh yeah, that new promotion you were talking about. Yep, AEW, and they would go on to debut their Wednesday Night Dynamite. Fair enough, but you know what? I always love Bray Wyatt, man. Especially the Wyatt family. So good. Unfortunately, he died in 2023. What? Honestly, even saying that, I can't believe it at times. And being a father, it hits so much deeper.
It does.
Just so sad, mate. Like, whenever our heroes die, it's just it's just disbelief. His memory does live on though, and that year in 2019, he did win the Universal title in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia? Yeah, they do premium live events over there now. Premium live events. Pay-per-views, it's a TKO thing. TKO, they own the WWE now. What? Vince McMahon's gone. What? WWE and UFC are under the same company. Are you sure I'm still not in a coma? What was mad was Seth Rollins becoming the Messiah. He turned heel again. Messiah? What, like people were praying to him or something? Yeah, he became a 6-time tag team champion with one of his disciples, Buddy Murphy, and then at WrestleMania 36, he lost against Kevin Owens. This was during COVID-19, by the way. COVID-19, the worldwide pandemic. The whole world was shut down. No one could leave their house. We had to wear face masks. It was crazy. Do you know what? That sounds like some sort of Walking Dead thing. It was like that. So during 2020, there were no WWE fans to be seen at live events. Rollins lost against Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre won the title at WrestleMania after winning the Royal Rumble in 2020. Then Seth started a feud with Rey Mysterio, and they had an eye for an eye match. What? The only way to win was to extract your opponent's eyeball. Oh my God, how bloody goofy. Look, I know we're wrestling fans and we're used to seeing goofy stuff, but that's next level Vince McMahon goofy stuff. Rey Mysterio's eyeball came out. Or should I say, ping pong ball came out. And the rest of 2020 was Rollins feuding with Dominic Mysterio, Rey Mysterio's son, you remember him, before getting drafted to SmackDown, taking a break and coming back as the Visionary. So we've had the Architect, we've had the Messiah, and now we've got the Visionary. Yep, he's also been the Kingslayer, the Beastslayer. Like, honestly, at this point, man should be in The Witcher. He's got a lot of names, all right? He returned at Royal Rumble 2021, but got eliminated by the eventual winner, Edge. Oh, hold yourself right there. Edge, as in, you think you know me, Edge? Yep. The Rated R Superstar returned at the Royal Rumble 2020. No way, no way. He was done. On this day, I saw clearly. It was Edge. Damn! He went on to main event WrestleMania 37 against Roman Reigns, who was a tribal chief and the heel at the time, and Daniel Bryan in a triple threat match. What did Rollins do? He fought Cesaro on night 1 of WrestleMania. Night 1 of WrestleMania? What are you talking about? Nice, sorry, I forgot to mention there's 2 nights of WrestleMania now since 2020. Hey, I like that idea. You know, it breaks it up a little bit, doesn't it? Rollins feuded with Cesaro and then Edge, who he cost the title at Money in the Bank against Roman Reigns. Seth and Edge fought at SummerSlam, which Rollins lost, and then eventually in a Hell in a Cell match. Rollins won that, and it was over. I still can't believe that Edge is in the WWE. But actually, he's in AEW now as Adam Copeland, and so is Dean Ambrose or Jon Moxley. He's been there since 2019. So that's why you kept saying Mox at the start. You were getting confused. He's been Mox for so long now, it's an easy mistake. But Rollins did kind of bring back the Shield at Royal Rumble 2022. The music hit, he came through the audience, he was wearing the gear. Oh, yeah. No reunion this time? No reunion this time. He was fighting Roman Reigns, trying to get into his head. But we did get a massive return at WrestleMania 38. Rollins had no challenger at WrestleMania. Then the lights went out and bam, out comes Cody Rhodes. You mean Stardust? No. Cody Rhodes.
Rhodes.
Oh, he changed back to
American
his old
naming.
gimmick. No, Cody Rhodes left. He made a name for himself on the Indies. He helped build up AEW, then came back. And actually, Cody Rhodes is the WWE champion right now. Stardust is the champion. Cody Rhodes. Long story, but he finished it. Bloody hell. Okay, well done, Stardust.
story, he
Rollins
finished
would
it, I
feud
love
with
it.
Cody over the year, have a few more feuds as well. He'd win the US title and turn face and become a 2-time Grand Slam champion. Seth Rollins is a bloody Hall of Famer, isn't he? Really. And at WrestleMania 39, he beat Logan Paul. Logan Paul, I've seen that name somewhere. I swear I've seen some videos of some sort on YouTube or something. Yep, he's now one of the biggest stars in WWE and the world, to be honest.
Facts.
It's mad, all the things
No
that
lie.
have happened since I've been
May
in
not
the
like it,
coma.
but it's
I
facts.
still have no idea how I got into the coma. I'll tell you shortly, but before that, Seth Rollins did become a world champion again. Again? This time the newly created World Heavyweight Championship. He won it and defended it against loads of people. They brought back the World Heavyweight Championship, the big gold belt. Then eventually, we got a War Games match. We've had a few since the 1980s, but at Survivor Series 2023, we had this match, and at the end, CM Punk returned. CM Punk, but, well, he's only been gone a year in my brain anyway. Well, we've seen him wrestle in UFC,
he brought him up.
AEW,
He
and
brought
then
him up here.
eventually come back to the WWE in Chicago. I have got so much catching up to do, and WrestleMania 40, what a night. WrestleMania 40, can't believe it. What happened? Night one, we had Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns and The Rock. Oh my God, my head. So The Rock is back as well. Yep, and The Rock and Roman Reigns won. And then on night two, Seth Rollins lost his World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre. We wouldn't see Rollins for a couple of months, but he did return on a Raw in June and challenged Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship at Money in the Bank, which Damian Priest won by cashing it in at WrestleMania on Drew McIntyre. But how did that go? I don't know how Money in the Bank 2024 has gone yet. It's not happened at the time of this recording. Let's get on bloody watching it tomorrow night then, mate. Will do. So, your coma. Yeah, how did I get into this coma? Do you remember we were watching WrestleMania 31 together? Yeah, kind of, yeah. Well, I went to the toilet at the start of the Randy Orton-Seth Rollins match. Yeah, but I didn't. I actually saw your mum at her door, and she asked me in. Asked you in? Right. Sorry to say this, mate, but basically, we edged and leeted in her bedroom.
Lord.
What? You came upstairs, saw what was going on, hit your head on the side, and went into a coma. That's okay. Because do you remember when we were watching Royal Rumble 2015 at your house? Yeah, me and your mum did the same thing. So we're both mother. The only difference is, your mum got pregnant, didn't she? You thought it was by your dad. Well, you see that little kid over there? Yeah. Looking at the dates, your mum was 2 months pregnant when I went into a coma. That's your brother. He's my son. No. So as Eddie Guerrero would have said, I'm your pappy. Why don't you go and clean your room like a good little boy, you little bitch?
That was a funny ending right there, though. Shout out to Nathan Connor as well, too. About to do a couple more videos with him. But other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.